Welcome to the Orlando Wetlands Festival. It's been a great day today. We've had about 2,000 visitors so far. Each year, about 12,000 people come through the Wetlands Park to see and to learn about the wetlands. And today, we're actually here to celebrate 22 years of successful operations of this wetlands.
This festival is a great place for the public to come out and enjoy the Orlando Wetlands Park. Most people think it's just a place to bird watch and enjoy nature, but there's really a lot more to it than that, and we're here to tell you about it.
The Orlando Easterly Wetlands is an incredible wildlife habitat, but before it's that, it's actually a water reclamation facility. In the wetlands, we actually treat about 20 million gallons a day of reclaimed wastewater that flows from the Iron Bridge Regional Wastewater Treatment Plant on the east side of Orlando. The water comes in at varying rates, anywhere from 10 all the way up to 35 million gallons of reclaimed water per day. As that water flows through, it gets cleaner and cleaner and cleaner. It takes anywhere from 20 to 60 days for the water to move through the wetlands. But once it passes through, it makes its way out to the St. Johns River.
In the early 1980s, the city of Orlando found itself faced with a very critical problem. Growth in the area was continuing to be very rapid. They served as a regional wastewater facility, and yet the capacity of their plant and their ability to continue to discharge to the Little Econ River, which was tributary to the St. Johns, was being stopped by the regulatory agencies. So our job in the early 80s was to find an alternative for the city of Orlando. Something could be done with their reclaimed wastewater to remove the nitrogen and phosphorus that remained in the system. Given the difficult task of finding an alternative for the city, we looked at all the ordinary state-of-the-art concepts for treated wastewater disposal, and in this case, none of them were feasible. We came up with the concept of creating a man-made wetlands. The idea was to use natural systems, knowing that the aquatic plants are capable of pulling nitrogen and phosphorus out of a waste flow. It took a lot of selling to convince first the city and then the regulatory agencies, who in turn required that we get the support of environmental organizations in order to proceed. We did that. It took us over a year to get the concept approved and accepted by all of these individuals. In July 1987, 13 million gallons per day entered the wetlands. Surprising not only to the regulatories, who now feel a lot of pride for being a part of this. It's just been a great experience, I think, for all of us.
Before we actually built the wetlands, the entire area was a cattle pasture. To take this cattle pasture and turn it into a wetlands, we built over 18 miles of constructed berms, earthen berms, that created over 18 different impoundments. Within those impoundments, we planted over 2.2 million aquatic plants. Once those aquatic plants were installed, we flooded that pasture land with reclaimed wastewater. Immediately, the plants responded and began to grow. With the added nutrients in the wastewater, the plants grew and grew and grew, and they actually lowered the level of contaminants in the water. Now, what does that mean for the water quality? Well, it improves the water quality dramatically, but it also provides an incredible home for wildlife. We have over 220 species of birds that visit the wetlands on a regular basis. We have deer and bobcats and fox, otters, all kinds of aquatic animals that live throughout the wetlands. So this water reclamation project has been just a great thing for not only the water quality, but also for the wildlife. The Orlando Easterly Wetlands has provided an incredible amenity to the public. It not only is a park, but it's also an outdoor learning facility. Over 100 different educational tours are given throughout each and every year.
It's about 22 years now of actual service of the wetlands. Continues to give outstanding results, continues to be a tribute to the creativity that can be brought to a project by a team consisting of your client, public that becomes well informed on what we're doing, and then the firm can be very proud of this project.